The Gimel Amud Beis. Behemshech the Gemara we learned last week. In the medium lines, it's 8 lines from the bottom. I'm sorry, 10 lines from the bottom. Shiur equal. The first word in the line is shiur. 10 lines from the bottom in these lines. In the first word, the shiur equal. The Mishnah says, till when could you make a brocha acharona? Until Yisakal Amazon Shebemehev. So the Gemara says, Kama shiur equal. What is the shiur equal?
Depends on every person. What?
Oh, so it depends on everybody. How do I know my equal? So Rabbi Yochanan says, Kol Zman she'einei ro'ev. If he's not ro'ev, he's still not hungry. It means that the food is not digested yet.
It depends. Some food they take me 4 hours, some 6 hours, some 2 hours, and I'm hungry.
So the Rishonim say,
if you're not hungry,
if you're not hungry, so the Rishonim say, Rabbi Yochanan and Terosh both say basically the same thing. That what does it mean? It means techilas equal. And the Magen Avraham brings from one of the Svarim, I think Tzoroi Amor, that there's 2 things: there's techilas equal and soif equal. Lagabi basa b'cholov, you need to have soif equal. That's why you have to wait 6 hours from milk from meat till milk.
it's no longer equal.
Because it takes 6 hours for nisakel, which is 2 pshatim.
Finish on Isaka.
One of the pshatim is because the person still has shuman in their body, and the shuman can come up. After 6 hours, the shuman again, the ois shuman. There's one of the pshatim in the Rambam. So that's it. That's soif equal. But when is a person tchilas equal is when you can't make a brocha anymore. So how do you know when it's tchilas equal? It depends on every person. Every person is different. Again, the Gemara. 10 lines from the bottom. In the medium lines, Daf Nun Gimel Amud Beis.
It depends also what I ate. Some food is the.
Oh, you ask a good question. Here in the Gemara, talking about a person that ate a full suda. And now all the poskim ask, what happens if a person didn't eat a full suda? But wait a minute. Let's learn the Gemara till the end. Again, 10 lines from the bottom, the medium lines. The first word is shiur equal. Kama shiur equal. Rabbi Yochanan calls she'einei ro'ev. As long as the person is not hungry, he's satisfied still. So if not hungry, the food didn't start digesting. As long as he's thirsty because of that meal.
Sorry, I don't have
10 lines from the bottom.
Yeah.
In
All
the
the way-
medium
all the way
lines,
down.
in
Yeah.
the medium lines.
10 lines from the medium,
Yeah.
the medium lines.
10 lines from the bottom in the medium lines.
I see,
The first word is shiur equal.
Okay, got it.
Kama shiur equal. Rabbi Yochanan calls man she'einei ro'ev as long as he's not hungry. Reish Lakish calls man she'itz m'machmas achilasi.
We're starting where we left off last
Yep.
week. Oh, okay. That's where it came right.
So Reish Lakish said that as long as he's thirsty because of the eating,
That's
that
equal?
means
I'm sorry, what's equal?
that means that equal means digested. The Mishnah said that you could still bench as long as the food didn't digest. How do I know how long does it take for my food to digest? Rabbi Yochanan says if I'm not hungry, that means my food didn't digest yet. If I already got hungry, that means my food is already digested. Reish Lakish said as long as I'm thirsty because I finished eating, that means the food didn't digest. If I'm not thirsty anymore, that's already digested. As long as he's thirsty because of the meal.
I know the Yemenite, when they eat, they don't drink only in the end.
At the end, like the Rambam says.
Who's this?
According to the Rambam, yeah.
The Rambam says not to drink until the end of the meal.
I rather don't drink right away either. Because otherwise
so you
you
like
get
the
filled
Rambam?
up.
So you hear the Rambam?
Yeah, a friend of mine grad told me when he made a showboat in his house.
Okay, good. You see, like the Rambam?
But he was going around seeing if everybody's happy, you know.
Okay, you see?
So he wanted to offer me a drink. So I said,
No, till
he
after.
told me up.
Amar Rabbi Yemer bar Shlami, Amar Zutre, Amar Rabbi Yemer bar Shizvel, Amar Zutre. So Rabbi Yemer asked a question. Me Amar Reish Lakish Achi, Reish Lakish could say such a thing. Amar Rabami, Amar Reish Lakish, Rabami said the name of Reish Lakish something else? What did he say? Said something else? Kama shiur equal. How long does it take for the food to digest? How long it takes to walk 4 meal?
Which is more than a mile, right? A meal is
4 milin is...
a meal is more than a mile, I remember.
A meal is more than a mile, yeah.
Sorry about that.
The Gemara says that a person walks 40 milin in a day.
40?
40 milin a day.
Wow. Sounds like
And a day has 12 hours.
Okay, 12 hours a day.
Very healthy.
40 meal in a day, there's 12 hours. According to that cheshbon, every meal is 18 minutes to walk.
So you're dividing 40 into 12.
Yeah.
All right. Could be.
Now, not everyone agrees that a meal is 18 minutes to walk. Others hold that a meal is 22 and a half or 24. The
What,
Gra and the
minutes?
Alter Rebbe have different shitta than
So you mean
most.
minutes?
No mistake.
24 minutes.
Yeah.
It makes more sense if you think about it, because if a mile is $20 roughly.
I don't know much.
No, I'm just saying, I know a meal is more.
No,
but
it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with when Chazal said that a person walks 40 million in a day,
Yeah.
from when to when. If it's
well, you said
from
12
Alois,
hours.
if it's in 12 hours, so then it ends up being 18 minutes a meal. But if the Gero and the Alter Rebbe hold that it's how long it takes to walk from whatever or later, it says Achama until Shkias Achama, so then ends up being 24 minutes. But anyway,
Tzeitzakam to Shkias, meaning he works through the night? But
some rise to sunset. The Gero says you count
So that's not
40
that's Shkias.
from Neitz Achama till Tzeis Achama.
That's what I
No,
thought.
till Shkias Achama.
All right.
I'm sorry, no, from Neitz Achama to Shkias Achama.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, let's go back.
Yeah.
The Alter Rebbe in the Shulchan Aruch is going to say that Arba Milin is 18 minutes, which the bottom line is the 4 million
Four
is
times 18
4
minutes.
times 18 is how much?
What's that,
72.
18?
72.
Right.
Okay. So
Which means what?
means that 72 minutes. If
72
you
minutes.
that the
Finish
sheet
eating,
equal is
finish
72
eating.
minutes. Finish eating, give 72 minutes. Within
Yeah,
72
so
minutes, you can
food
bench.
digest.
After
Food
72
digest.
minutes, it's digested. You can't bench anymore.
You cannot.
Yeah,
Be more than 72.
more than 72
Up to
minutes.
72, yes.
Up to
It's a
72,
very
yes.
short time, an hour and a quarter.
Yeah, it's an hour and a quarter. That's it. So the Gemara says, what do you mean? So one place Rish Lakish says 72 minutes. The other place he says as long as he's not thirsty anymore. So then, which one is it? The Gemara loikasha. Kam b'achila moruba, kam b'achila moetis. Depends if it's achila moruba or achila moetis. And so Machlekes Rashi Tosis, which one is worse? Rashi says, look at Tosis. B'achila moruba.
Which one? Which?
If you eat a lot, Rashi says dalad milin. If you eat a lot, you get 4 milin. If you eat a little, you get even less than the maximum you get till you bench, according to Rashi, 72 minutes.
Right.
Velinida,
Yeah, I mean, according to the...
Toysa says the opposite. Zamut, yes, machila moetas. No, he says nida lefarish ipcha, the opposite. Achila meruba means called man shuhut sama. There ain't shum kitzvah. There's no, it can be 10 hours. Aval muit, then is dalad milin.
So what would Achil Maruba be if Muad is down million?
The muit is 72 minutes. Dalad milin meruba 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, as long as
Well, Achil Maruba.
yeah, achila meruba. Yeah.
Torah says
Depending
the
on-
chalta is achila.
It's about the shtia, exactly.
You're not allowed to bench until you're so ultra by shtia. That's supposed to be
No,
summer.
you have to drink. Doesn't mean
You're
that
not supposed to be thirsty
right.
after the meal.
You're not supposed to go without drinking. You're mechuyev to drink ad kedei kach. You're not thirsty.
What's so hard about that?
I don't know if that's a pshat.
When you get
Pshat
older,
is that-
when you get older, you'll see. Nothing bad.
Not
When you
feel
get
so bad,
older,
you're
I
satisfied.
find I'm thirsty
Not
more
feel
at night,
that.
no matter
Ah.
how much I drank. during
Okay.
the day.
So you get more time to bench according to the shlokish if you're still thirsty.
In a way,
Ah.
in a way, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Some people are not severe, so they're never going to make brocha.
You have to realize the halacha is never like Rish Lakish, so it's not going to be negated so much la halacha. Obviously, it's negated to understand what Rish Lakish says. It's okay.
What's Rish Lakish again?
Rish Lakish is
Here
as
are
long
meals.
right, and the other thing that Rish Lakish says is that as long as he is still thirsty from the meal.
Hmm.
So you're asking, what do you mean he's thirsty? He's mechuyev to drink at the end before he benches.
Right.
So that's a good shot.
Mechuyev
Oh, the other
twice?
thing is he didn't bench it. We're talking about a person that didn't bench it.
Sid Kolzman, when is equal? Kolzman that he's still thirsty. That means that he was thirsty from the beginning too.
Yeah, no. So he didn't bench it. Maybe he's a Yiddish Shammai. Before he benches, he drinks and he drinks and he drinks. But he
It's very
didn't
bad for
bench
your
it.
digestion. I'm surprised that anyway because I'll allow this.
That a person shouldn't.
Because all the digestive juices
You need
are
to
then
drink.
washed away.
If
I'm
you
saying
don't
the
drink,
at the end of the meal washes away all the digestion juices. There's all kinds of enzymes in the saliva that gets in.
So the Rambam Taka says not to drink too much after the meal.
Oh, not too much.
The Rambam says the end of the meal, but not too much.
Don't drink middle of the meal. Drink the end of the meal.
And not too much.
Right, interesting.
Because, like you say, it's not good for the digestion.
No, it's not
Terrible.
good. They say it's not good to drink too much.
Terrible.
Why?
Because the body's breaking down all the food inside. What breaks it down? There's enzymes and all kinds of
Liquid.
stuff.
Uh-huh.
Inside the body, and it works hard. That's why a person's tired after a meal. The body's working very hard. Then you drink it, and it all goes washed away, and it has to produce new enzymes.
Okay.
We have a doctor in the house now.
No, it's not. I read it in a
That's
nutrition.
physics.
I
That's
read it in a
physics.
nutrition book. One of the most famous.
But on the other hand, they told you every day drink 12 cups of water.
That's also baloney.
No?
A person should
Because the
drink
body
at least
doesn't need so much food. The body needs to drink, not much food.
Yeah,
Well,
but 12
it's good
is
to drink.
12 times
It's
in a
good to
while.
fill yourself up on water better than food. That's
Right.
true.
That's the idea.
Oh, wait,
true.
we started talking
But you don't
about
need
the
Yeah,
Well, we
9,
okay.
6,
12.
18 hours baloney.
I can't. I haven't come on time.
Yeah.
And I thought you might be worrying about my boy tonight.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Makes sense.
Which page?
You know what? Before we learn this thing, let's look straight in the Shulchan Aruch. It's a short. Let's look right away in the Shulchan Aruch before we look at the copy. Could you give me the Shulchan Aruch? Shkach.
Sure.
Okay. So open up the Shulchan Aruch to Simen Kuf Pei Dalet. So because this is very important, though, I'd look right away at the halacha. Well, if you give me another Shulchan Aruch. Sure.
Sorry.
No problem. I just want to give it to. Okay, here. For you, right over here. It's Siv Gimel.
Come on, Shkar.
Ad Ema Seyochel Levarek Bechzamah.
Pay what?
Kuf Pei Daled. Siv Gimel, that's on page Tov Kuf Tez Vov.
Thank you. I'm gonna say Yaakov. As you said.
They must say Yochel Levarek Bechzamah. Till when can you do Bechzamah? Until the food digests. After the food is digested, it's over. How long does it take for the food to digest? We pass on Rabbi Yochanan. As if he's not hungry. So, the food is not digested yet. When he starts being hungry, even though it's not fully digested, we don't care. We say it's not digested. But once it starts digesting, he can't make a brocha acharona on this food. For drinking, for eating fruits, if he is not hungry or he has no appetite for those peiros, he's not interested in those peiros, he just ate them. Yivorech. It's interesting, the Alter Rebbe quotes these words, L'oisam peiros. Mashma, even if he's in the mood of eating other things, I don't care. But because he ate a banana, he's not interested in banana. Oh, no banana, I just had a banana. I'm not interested. So you could still make a bite in the flesh with that banana. But once he's so hungry that he was ready, oh yeah, you have a banana. I'd love to have a piece of banana. Oh, so we say that's over. The many a day, l'shar in the sakal. That's if he doesn't know if it's digested. If he knows for some other way, he knows for sure it's already digested. Okay, if he knows, he knows. The simon in the Gemara is for a person that doesn't know. If he knows, he knows. He has an MRI, he knows. So that's different. This is when a person ate, and as much as he wants from the bread or from the fruit, he ate a full snack, a full meal, a full whatever he was planning to eat. If he ate a little, he wants to eat more. If he didn't have any more, or for whatever other circumstances, he really wanted to eat more, but he ate one bite and he couldn't eat any longer. He had to run. You can't look at the thing as long as I'm not hungry, as long as I'm satisfied. What do you mean as long as I'm satisfied? I was never satisfied for 30 seconds. I was right away yearning for some more food. I had one bite, I couldn't eat anymore. You tell me as long as you're satisfied. I'm satisfied. I was never satisfied.
It's middle of the meal.
Middle of the thing. The teva is that a person, he's hungry, but then he takes one bite, and then he stops, he's even more hungry.
It's true.
The emphasis is that every time a person eats, unless he's mamish eating achila gasa, there is a chukka to eat more. It's human nature.
Right, that's what he's saying. So how do you... No, not when you eat a full meal. You don't want to eat anymore. You finish supper, you
How
don't want
is
to
it
eat
that
anymore.
sometimes you're talking, right? You have guests. So you feel it's full. You want to leave something for the next course. But then you're talking, so you eat again from that course. It's true.
Like
you have people
Shabbos
over.
meal.
Right,
Yes,
right,
you have
right.
20 minutes. You wait. You think that the suit is over. They're going to come down and whatever.
That's different.
The balabatra in the kitchen go outside.
Shabbos is something.
20 minutes. Oh, okay, now I wasn't going to have
Something
anything
more.
else from that. Well, now I have another piece of fish. I'll have another piece of
It's
challah.
different. There's a concept, I'll tell you what doesn't bring
There's an equal. There is an equal.
No, it's different. Because there's a concept of itztakma psucha. Because you see it beteva, if you eat a meal, and then you finish, you walk away,
You can't eat anymore.
and then you can't eat anymore. But if you're in the middle of a meal, you can eat on azov.
It's like in the head.
No, I think it's
But I think
the
that
concept of
The Rambam
itztakma
says a
psucha.
person's supposed to eat 3/4 of his food,
Right,
right?
not to eat more than
But
that.
it's very hard to know when you're
Right.
at 3/4. Sometimes you could go to a quarter, one
quarter
and
more.
another quarter.
What's 3/4?
You don't know what it is.
Three-quarters of wine?
I never understood that Rambam, because according to that, you can never say Birkat HaMazon in a Torah.
No, I don't know if Svia.
He's saying that's Svia.
No, he says only two.
That means Svia. It doesn't mean 3/4. Svia doesn't mean filling up your whole stomach. It means you're satisfied.
Well, still, but he says only three-fourths
That's
of your
that
severe.
means he considers that Svia. Otherwise, he's not telling you not.
I-
What you can't understand? So I'm
No,
telling
you can't understand.
No, so I can't disagree with you.
I don't-
Why can't someone disagree with you?
Someone can disagree with him.
Okay,
but,
so
but
why
different
don't you
sense.
see? Why would the Rambam tell somebody that they can be yotzed birkas hamazon deraisa with a?
But he doesn't say
So why
that.
would he tell people that?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I
So it
never
doesn't make
understood
sense.
It. I know.
So
but
what this mistaver is that 3/4 means that's sphere.
Okay.
Okay.
He's
Maybe
telling you
less,
that more is
maybe
a
less.
chilagasa. More is a chilagasa.
Maybe even less.
It's not
Maybe
healthy.
halfway. Maybe even halfway would be considered Zvia. I don't know. Maybe halfway is considered Zvia. But a person could still nish gefeilach. He can eat more till 3/4.
It's only Shabbos.
I don't
know
know
if
if
that's
understood
true.
this.
Jason,
That
it's only Shabbos.
severe means
It's
when you're
Shabbos.
full, that you're not hungry
See,
anymore.
what happened to you on
But
a
some
Shabbos?
people
Yeah, I
like
mean,
to
you
continue
can eat 3
eating,
times
not
more
because
Shabbos.
they're
Something
hungry,
about
but just
it.
because they
100%.
ta'ava.
Right.
They want to enjoy the taste of
You
it.
have this
Right. Oh, but could be Svia is even less than than 3/4.
Not me.
No.
In other
for
words,
sure
if a person would stop when he's half the stomach is full, he'd walk away. It's nish gefeilach.
I gotta leave 20 minutes. I blame Shabbos.
But still, it's a contradiction of terms.
I hear.
We have to
I'll tell you what.
You never shop when you're hungry.
Take
You never shop when you're hungry?
Never.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the ascites of what they say.
No, but why?
All the nutritionists say never shop when you're hungry.
What's the difference when you shop? It's good. Your wife will be happy with shop when you're hungry.
No, she
You'll
wouldn't
bring
want the
home-
kids to have all the stuff and all that.
Come home and have the stuff finished.
Oh, that? Okay.
Go ahead, It's better that you always have a list and you stick to your list.
That's what I tried.
Go ahead.
That's what I tried to do. I didn't make a list before.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you could forget.
Very good.
You could forget something else.
$700 going aisle to aisle.
Yeah, you could do that. People do
Okay,
that.
let's go back.
Wait.
Kol zek shachol, kol tzorke malech l'maped. It's the first
Go
8
back.
to the beginning of this paragraph. We're holding Siv Gimel. Siv Gimel,
Close that.
kol zek. Shachol, kol tzorke malechem, if he ate his full thing of the bread,
Word of
or maped, he ate a little bit. He wants to eat more. He didn't have more, he couldn't eat more. He can be mishar as long as he's satisfied and he's not hungry. He right away was hungry. Was more taiva. Later he's going to have less of a taiva, but right after he eats, he has a very strong taiva to continue. So what's the raya from his taiva that it was already digested? What's the shiur? He looked out like Tosfos said.
Who came up with this idea?
Who came up? This is a Shlokis idea. But the brilliant thing, this is Rimas from the Taz and Avud Raham, that they came up with the idea like this. It's always a machlokes Rabbi Yochanan Shlokish, the halacha is like Rabbi Yochanan. But when do we say the halacha is like Rabbi Yochanan? When they argue. What's if they agree? If they agree, they agree. We all agree. So their brilliant chidush in the Gemara is like this. Zog Avud Raham. When was the machlokes Rabbi Yochanan Shlokish? When you ate achila meruba, a full meal. A full snack, a full thing. But achila mu'etes, they never argued. Achila mu'etes, like the Gemara says, 4 million, 72 minutes, that's it. That's the chidush of the Avod Raham, and also the Taz holds that way, and that's based on the way the Tosfos holds. But this is really not the Pashut Pshat in the Gemara. The Pashut Pshat in the Gemara is Rabbi Yochanan Shlokish always argued. Rabbi Yochanan Shlokish always argued.
Where's the masha that they agree with less than? What's the lashon that's masha that they agree?
The why is the lashon and masha agree? It's not a lashon. Forget the Gemara's masha. They disagree.
Right. So what are we saying that they only disagreeing is when they
by achila meruba. That was a disagreement. By achila moetas, they all agree. There's dalad milan. That's the Avud Raham says.
Why? I would think that they have, if the person's body digests less. According to one, slower when he fills up, and the other one a little longer. So when he's half full, let's say, why shouldn't it be the same digestive period? Why all of a sudden is it the same?
You're asking Misvora.
Yeah, if the body digests the same amount at 50%, but different at 100%, why?
Right. I hear. It's a good kasha. I mean, the other kasha is Megemara, not just Misvora. That it's that mashma that way in the Gemara, and also the Rosh. And the Rabbeinu Yoina and the Riv, when they quote the Gemara, they only quote the words of Rabbi Yochanan. They don't quote anything Shir Meruba, nothing. They only quote, what does it mean? So mashma that's it. There's only Shittas Rabbi Yochanan, and that's it.
What's achila gasa?
It's too much.
What's that mean? His body needs
more than he needs. They were talking about he ate one little bite. So how much? How much?
But it's a shear. Otherwise, it's not even a shiloh, right?
Yeah, Lumazagni ate a kazais.
He had a bite, but he ate a kazais.
Kazais, yeah, we didn't eat kazais. Nothing to talk about.
Like now, we ate supper and we ate cookies and cake.
This is from the Torah. We have more chesed.
The last line.
Says that there's always room for the sweet at the end.
The Gemara is
giving being Malamed Schus all the years.
Beautiful.
Like, didn't we learn the Gemara Megillah by Rabbiya with the 60 plates starting the sweet at the end? Yeah.
That's what the Moroccan making Mosei Pesach.
Right.
Memuna.
Like if they didn't eat the whole Pesach, huh?
Baklava.
Baklava, they have 1,000 different things.
Baklava a lot though, right?
Baklava is good. I brought one time baklava.
Baklava.
You weren't here.
They could make baklava just like this, as schnell.
No, they prepare everything before.
Oh, but before it's
They froze it.
They sell it at Goy?
I don't know.
They froze it.
They freeze it, they sell it at Goy?
It's a dough with honey. So it's not that long.
No, but the dough.
Actually,
I make it with
flaky.
chametz.
It's
It was chametz.
It's
There's
flaky.
chametz.
Maybe they use flaky on I don't know.
Flaky on chametz.
You're talking about maflata?
Baklava.
Mimuna. How
No.
to make the baklava? What's a chag?
Is blateta, what do you call blateta? Is that the same as what I understand is mafleta?
But it's something.
Because I've seen mafleta being made. They take just flour and they do it on the spot.
Just after motzei chag? Right
They know how to cook.
No, on the next day morning. Right on the spot.
The Mimuna
As
is
soon as
what's the
the,
I went to Yeshua, Bab's Yeshua.
no, they made. I've been there when they made it on the next day in the morning.
The food is not stopped.
They just take a flour and on this right at the same place we're going to eat it.
That's why
They
they look
just
like
make
that.
it and
Right
a
there.
few minutes later.
She's a great cook. Unbelievable.
Ela Shirikade, Hiluch, Dalad Milan, 4 million. Shoah v'choimish, which is an hour and 15 minutes. The fish machine is born with Simantov Nuntes. That is the first opinion. Turn the page. There is a disagreement about this. There's a second opinion. They say, no. They say the best thing is, if you eat a small thing, immediately make a brocha acharona. Ala michya, gefen, ala beides, ala foshas. Immediately. If you eat a little bit, right away make the brocha acharona. Why? Because if it's a chila moetis and he's also hungry afterwards, so it's good. So how is he going to know? And if it happened that he waited for some time after the chila, he should eat a little more. They suffer to take out of the suffix because we're not a bekim. To estimate if he's not as hungry as minute before he ate. If he knew to estimate, and he says, "Oh, I am now as hungry as the minute before I ate." Oh, now we say, so then I would know. But the problem is we don't know. Why don't we know? The Rebbe explains. A person who is not hungry, he's not hungry, but he's eating for pleasure. Not that he's hungry. Stam geschmack, it's pleasure. Could be he gets a bigger taiva. Once you start being mamala taiva, you get more taiva. Now that he tastes it, now he gets a bigger bottle taiva. So stop a second. So first of all, when a person eats for taiva, it's very hard to know. Because if a person is hungry, so he could judge. A person could judge. But if a person is not that hungry, but it's geschmack, it's good, cookies are good, so he's eating.
He could eat when he's full.
Yeah. So now, how is he going to know?
Everybody says you have room for dessert.
Exactly. So how is he going to know? What is he going to forget? It was a good dessert. He had 1 spoon. He can't stop. Once you pop, you can't stop. No. So now he wants more.
I agree with that.
If you keep them away, I can stop. Keep these ones away.
לכן אפילו בישאיכל לחם ואינו רועב וכשאיכל מעט מאוירדס לא יאכיל הזו טייבס המאכל מפני שפסח את בני מאיוב ומרחבס אויסם ויקבל המאכל אחר כך לתיובן. And even if it's lechem, but if he starts eating lechem and he's not really that hungry, so again, it opens up his bnei me'ayim, and now he has more of a taiva to eat. It says it's impossible to judge. But if a person is hungry and he eats bread to take away the hunger, a person who's hungry, even if he eats 1 kazais, is not going to make you full. He's a little more satisfied. Even not bread, any food, but he's hungry. So now you could judge. And the emes is, even if he ate for taiva, there is a way to judge. If a person is not hungry and he eats something delicious, so he has a bigger taiva. But that's right away. But if he pushes away the taiva, it gets a little easier. Nistatma stukma, nistamai stukma, his stomach closes up, and then he doesn't want to eat so much. Even though he wanted to eat, but now that he ate a little bit of his taiva, but he pushed it away, he wants now to eat it less, because he got satisfied. And if later he gets more hungry, like before he ate, now this means it was nesakla. The problem is, we're not baki to be able to judge in this. Why is it important for the Alter Rebbe to give such an arichas? The reason is because the other shitta says a pashtazach. How could Rabbi Yochanan tell you a shiur that doesn't make sense? Rabbi Yochanan says, as long as you're satisfied, You start getting hungry, okay, that's it, it's over in a cycle. But Rebbeinu Shalom, I ate one kazayas. So what about such a? So they say, Rabbi Yochanan couldn't. So what? Elamai. It must be that when a person eats achila ma'atis, everyone agrees 72 minutes. So the Alter Rebbe wants to explain. No, in the days of Rabbi Yochanan, everyone. First of all, they didn't eat so much for taivas. So if you're eating just for hunger, so even if you eat one kazayas, if a person's not eating for taiv at all, he's eating just because he's hungry. You eat one kazayis, you already feel a little more satisfied. Now, if you wait 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, then you're already as hungry as before. Okay, so that means nisako. But if you eat for taiva, so it's very hard to judge. The emes is Dr. Alter Rebbe. What do you think? In the Zman HaShas, no one ever ate for taivas? They were all chassidim from Tomchei Tmim and Lubavitch and Samach Vov and Ayin Beis. No. But there is a way to judge. Because if you see b'muchish, and that's the best bemeses mitzad, if you want to lose a couple of pounds always, it's the amish. Whenever you're eating, it's hard to judge if you're full or not. It's very, very hard to judge. 3/4, a quarter, the Rambam says, the food is good, but if it ever happens that from A to Z you stop eating,
You're supposed to test yourself.
No, you get a phone call.
According to the breast of us.
Yeah, you get a phone call, and you take the phone, and you start talking to someone. 15 minutes go by, I'm full. Go back, there's food on the table. Not interested in eating. Ever happens? I always think
it's good to stop.
Whenever I come home there's a kiddush in Beis Menachem Mendel, I can never eat. It doesn't matter how little or how much I ate. It doesn't matter. It's like a filet ploim to me. I always have to force myself, but I can't. It's achila gasa poshit. It doesn't matter how little, how much. I think because that's mamish this way. Because when you're middle, you buy the food and the tztukim is open. You can eat and eat and eat. You can eat a cow. But then when you stop,
this is with the
it's the ending. So that's really there is a way to judge. But Einanu Bekim, B'zman HaShas, they knew exactly how to judge. Even if they ate for a taiva, so they knew. I ate a half a cookie. I want to eat more. Push away the plate. A few minutes later, sabrent nish the taiva anymore. That's the way it works with taivas. You push it away. Sabrent now, but before it, I ate a half a cookie, so I'm a little more satisfied. Goes by, say, an hour, and I'm just as hungry as before I ate the cookie. Oh, now I know in this akal. So you can't ask, why didn't Rabbi Yochanan say a shir? Rabbi Yochanan said a shir. It doesn't matter, achila deruba, achila mu'uta. There always is a point, if you really know yourself well, you always know that before I ate, even if it was a half a cookie, I was hungry, and now I'm satisfied. Right after the cookie, the time is bigger. Forget that few minutes. But after that, you get back to yourself, and you could judge. Elamai bezman hazeh, it's very hard to judge. Why? Because we're bigger bali taiva. It's hard to judge. We were talking about it Nissen the other day. So they said one of the Nissen, one of the Talmidim was saying, in the Kfar Chabad they had Rabbi a year ago nifti geworden the Rosh Yeshiva Kfar Chabad, Rabbi Yankel Katz.
Yes.
So he was bocher. He was after the war. He was in the DP camp in Germany. So he was picked up by the Lubavitcher bochrim, and they said, "Come, learn with us. Come." They schlepped him. They had the Lubavitchers were in one of the sections in this camp, and they said, "Come." So he went and he learned with them. That's how he became a Lubavitcher. I don't think it was Litvish or something. It was Polish, whatever. Varda kept this. Okay, the kids said. So he came. So he said that he was very taken by the Nissen Eminov. But he said that once the Bochum said that if Nissen he can't tell the difference between sugar and salt. He's so much worked on himself not to eat for taivas. He can't. If you put sugar in his tea or salt in his tea, he couldn't tell the difference. All the Bochum said no, he could tell the difference, but he's working on himself to not eat for taiva. So came the Fabrengen and he asked they should bring him a tea. So they went. They put in the tea as usual, and they put in a full thing of salt instead of a thing of sugar. And they gave it to him, and he started to drink. He started to drink as if it was nothing. And then he saw the Bochema, like smiling. He realized something was
It was very, very small.
epis and good. So he pushed away the tea, and he didn't drink any more of the tea. So the Bochema never figured out: is it that
It was too geschmack.
is it that Hitaka didn't know the difference of salt and sugar, or is
No,
it?
he doesn't like
It was
that.
too
he knew.
geschmack. He loves it. He made himself such a.
His coffee to drink it.
No, he did so much scuff in his life that he thought it was so very tasty. Wow, so salty and tasty.
Some Horowitz told me that he remember him in France. His wife made challahs for Shabbos. There was no bag like plastic bag now. So this challah was on the table, covered with something. He cut a small piece with water, and that the whole week that's what he ate. That's it. This is the same challah. Shabbos, Sunday, Monday, till Friday. That's
Crazy.
it. Nothing else. No vegetables, no fish, no
It's
this.
reminiscent.
Yeah, constantly, a week after week after week, the same thing again.
There was one of the Lelev Rebbe's. It was either Moshe Lelev or his son Elazar Menachem. One Shabbos, his son brought him. Every other Shabbos, his son would bring a bag of schmeck, snuff,
Tabak, yeah.
tabak, and tea. So, so once the Shabbos, his son came back, and he saw that the tea was left over and the tabak was not. So he said, Tati, what happened to the? Why did you take the tea? Why did you use the tabak? Because usually the tabak you just smell, but there's leftover. He says, oh, I thought there's something tasted funny with the tea. He made tea out of the tabak. And he said, he told him, there was something funny about it. He was drinking the whole Shabbos, making tea out of the tabak. And yeah, but he was such a mufshat that he didn't know the difference.
It's unbelievable.
So such people, Amalek Zeiten, they knew, they could tell that they're okay. I'm a little satisfied. Now I got a little more hungry, but today we're not bekiyim. So because we're not bekiyim, so it's not the pshat Rabbi Yochanan didn't say. Rabbi Yochanan said a shir, but we are not baki in it. So when you ate achila meruba, you ate a full meal, a full snack, you're satisfied. Then okay, so I'm satisfied. So once I get hungry again. But if you didn't eat, you're satisfied, so we don't know. So therefore you have to be very careful. So gesund.
180.
We have to be worried for that opinion. So if you ate only a little bit, you can't make a brocha even if it's less than 72 minutes. So why is this? This is very negay for a lot of things. First of all, if you eat a half a cookie, you eat one cookie, you eat a very small thing, you have to right away make a brocha acharona. Immediately make a brocha acharona. Otherwise,
Nobody does.
Now we're learning dalach what to do.
now we're learning dalach exactly. There's a lot of things that nobody does.
Thank you next time.
Then there's another thing I was thinking. A lot of
That's if you
times,
don't want any more cookies. You want more cookies.
yeah, you keep on eating. But once you decided you finished, and it's achila moetis, it's a suffix. So right away make a brocha acharona. I mean that's what he says. That this the Alter Rebbe says to be choshev this yesh chelkim. Therefore, if you eat machila moetis, right away you make a brocha acharona. Now, stam oil b'daiti azach. Sometimes you go on a trip. Say you go with the kinderlach chalamoyed on a trip. Chalamoyed Pesach, right? So when there's a big family, kinderlach, it could take 5 hours to get out of the house, right? So you say, you know what? We're going to eat already. We'll eat over there. We'll eat in the Bronx Zoo. Okay, good. But we're gonna get a quart. You're gonna have water. Good. So okay.
You bring it.
So you say, okay, you could wash in one place, eat a little bit of pas, and have in mind to eat the rest of the day in 2-3 other places. No
In
problem.
the zoo, you're saying. In the
Yeah.
zoo.
Good.
It's all one gag.
Yeah, no problem. The problem is like this: if you're gonna eat achila mu'etes, you're gonna eat a little drop, a piece of matzah.
You have to bench now.
In bed.
If you want to stop, only if you want to stop the Suda.
No, we're gonna eat now a little crumb of matzah, and then 2 hours later you're gonna eat.
Why did you have a crunch?
I'm asking if you're gonna do that. Is that good or not? It's not good.
Not good.
According to the second opinion.
Sheikh Das. 2
No,
hours.
No, even if you want that.
No,
but
two,
we know
two,
that.
no.
You have kavana to continue.
Even if there's no esachadas.
If you have a
Say a person no esachadas. I'm planning all a day to continue with this washing. The emes is a machloikis of Hesach Hadas, the problem not Alter Rebbe says Safi Baruch Zakul, even if there was Hesach Hadas, he doesn't make another brocha Rishana.
Right.
But I'm asking something else. I ate a little piece of pas, and 2 hours later I want to continue eating.
You're going into trouble because the food already
First one,
is
that's
stuck,
right.
Okay.
Right.
Now you have to start a new broch.
Yeah.
You ate
So bidi ovad, maybe it wasn't the sackle, so I could continue eating. But it's not lachatchila what I should do. Lachatchila,
Now that we're, even there's a shear, it's in the cycle. When it's less than a shear, of course it's in the cycle.
that's what I'm saying. That's the
But
problem.
you said it's
I'm planning to go out and I'm going to wash now.
Yeah.
But I only ate now a little bit
why only a little bit? Why did you only?
because I'm scared that in 2 hours later I'm not going to have water. I'm not going to have a kvort. So I wash now in my house.
Oh, not on the house.
I wash in my house. I eat a
You
little
start
piece of
again.
kazayas,
You have
and
in
then
mind to
I'm
eat,
I'm going to eat for the rest of the day. I'm not
Why
going to
don't
see
you
a
just
glass.
keep eating a little drop every
Yeah.
half hour?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you have to keep on eating.
A little
'Cause
bit,
if
a
you
little bit.
ate a chatchila in your house, a full breakfast lamazogan, you ate a machila meruba, and then you're not banking b'chsamazon, because you know, come lunchtime, you're not going to have any of this.
Right,
So
right.
therefore you could go, it's achila meruba, so at least 3-4, most adults don't get hungry after eating a meal for at least 4 hours. It's not a lot of little children,
Especially with matzah, because it's very hard to stop eating
especially
matzah.
with matzah. So there's no problem. But if you're going to eat, and you're running out of the house, you're eating a little bit, so you have to make sure to keep on eating whatever every
Why
half
don't I try
hour.
that for
Whatever.
Shini Malkum?
So if you have in mind, there's no problem.
I think it's only for a sort of mitzvah.
No.
I once asked the Rav
Why? We
about
don't.
Shini Malkum, and he said
They
that
had in mind.
Yeah,
Why?
Shini Malkum only works if you have a mind. If you're doing it for a mitzvah.
Yeah. Why? Well, let's look like in
That's
the
what
Kufay.
the Rav once told me.
No, Rebbe didn't say that.
Shem broch is a mitzvah.
No, maybe you could say Sudas Chalamayit is a mitzvah.
No, many times people want.
Yeah.
There is if he went for a mitzvah, even if he didn't have in mind. That's what I have a Simon Kufay Chesed. Even if he didn't have in mind, so there could be a thing for Sudas mitzvah. But if he had the fetish in mind when he washed, that he's planning to continue the Sudas somewhere else, I don't know if there's B'chal Machlokas in this. I don't think there's even two opinions.
Lechatchila, b'kol hakom lechatchila also lakir klal min koyma ad shivar b'chzem azim lechatchila. To sof sam
That's-
gimel.
That's not when he didn't have in mind melchatchila. If a person has in mind melchatchila, when he washes, when he makes hamoitzi, that he's planning to start the suda here and continue it somewhere else. I don't think there's machlokes about this.
We
Yeah,
do
there is definitely
people do it. all the time.
There's definitely. I think there's definitely not. Look in page Tav Tzad Gimel.
Yeah.
Mechol makol lechatchila also laker v'mkemei ad shevar b'chsamazon tchila v'im lo hoyekem b'daitek sheber chamoitzi. But if he had in mind when he made a moitzi, it's not a problem.
Yeah, look at what he says in Mem Beis. V'hainu lo yirash kishtayt l'achshel l'mkayim rishon lo l'chol l'makom sheni.
Where Membeis? What? Which
Yeah, Mem
Membeis?
Beis, Simon, the what you were just reading. Mikol makom lechatchila also lakir klal min koyim. He
Yeah.
says that Ella af kishtayt l'gmor sudos l'makom sheni v'lo l'achshel l'makom rishon v'tama orkan. So that means that lechatz even when you had in mind, you should not be ma'aker yourself, be ma'aker.
That's not the case when daitek sheber chamoitzi. Membeis is all. Before, it wasn't bedaita. Yeah, no, right. But if he had bedaitoi, it's different. Look at the last 4 lines.
What is he saying when he's saying?
Look at the last- No, look first at the last four lines on the page. When he, mutter, the last 4 lines on page Tav Tzad Gimel. No, the last 4 lines on page Tav Tzad
In the
Gimel.
footnote or the
No, the regular.
the first-
When he made a moitzi, he had a mind to finish in another house. Mutter. מבני שלוקח נזכבנו מתחילה שלא לקבוע מקום לאכילוסם במקום שברך המצה וסחיר לשום לאכול. The Alter Rebbe doesn't bring Bechal, there's a machloikis in this.
Look it up, that's what I was told.
Okay, we'll look a little more till before tomorrow, the Mitzvah Shem. But
I asked one of the place door.
mhm. Okay, then I'll look double hard.
I'll check in those rules, not so
Okay.
much. Just check left.
It's look in Simon Kofayin Ches. I mean, that's the place to look. Akaponim, back to our thing. So, a person has to be very careful when a person eats achilu mu'etes to right away make a brocha acharona. So if you don't make right achilu meruba, you have 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever. But achilu mu'etes, one opinion says 72 minutes, and the other opinion says, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes. So you have to be very careful. But if you did wait more and you miss suffix, you could eat a little more and you don't have to make a moitzi. Because for brocha rishona, it's a deramonon, so it's a suffix brochas. Could be you could eat more. So
Without a brocha.
yeah. So therefore, no, without a brocha rishona. So the eitzah is if you don't know. So then eat a little more of that food, and then you can make a brocha acharona. If for sure the food digested, the first rishona for sure went away, and that's not going to help to do anything. If a person wants to eat 2 meals or
one big samosa.
but in the middle already the food got digested, so then tzarech lachzor levorach is to make another brocha rishona. So when you have a suffix in your mind, you ate something, maybe you don't know, you're hungry, you're not hungry, so there's always l'chatchila, you should always make a brocha acharona right away. And if you didn't make a brocha acharona and you have a suffix, eat a little more of that food or any food,
and don't make a brocha,
and don't make a brocha rishona because you have a suffix, and then you could for sure make a brocha acharona. So again, bottom line, l'chatchila person should, when it's achilu mu'etes, should right away make a brocha acharona. But if you wait a time, then eat a little more of that food, that type of food. Don't make a brocha rishona because it's a suffix, and then you can make right away a brocha acharona.
and if you did wait and the mozen is nisakel, then
It's over. Then it's over.
Can't
Once it's
make it
zakel, yeah, then it's
Then
you
you
gotta
can
make-
walk and start
now you have to
again.
make another brocha rishona.
Start
That's it.
again. You
Yeah.
lost the samosa.
Yeah,
And you can make a brocha acharona either.
if you eat a new
If you
thing.
ate, no, if you finish and